right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. And today, guys, we're gonna talk about Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or. I'm I'm still in disbelief. I still don't know how I feel about this because on one hand, I do feel like it is deserved for Rodri, but on the other hand, I also feel like it's a bit undeserved. So I'm kind of like conflicted here, guys. I'm conflicted, and like I said, guys, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because, like I said, I'm not really sure um, what's going to happen here. And yeah, like I said, man, let's read what you guys saying here in the chat. Vinny was never supposed to be in football. Okay, Optimus Prime. I don't. Yeah, uh, you gotta. Yeah, let's just move. We're gonna edit says not Rodri, not Vinny. It's Rodri. W Rodri. So happy. I don't really agree with this decision. I don't really agree with this decision. So, um, okay, so let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. Let me actually show you guys the list. Let's actually look at the list, shall we? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's look at this, guys. Let's look at this. So I want to see the vote margin for this, guys. I want to see the vote margin. We might have some people coming on the panel. Um, we might have some people coming on. I don't know. Um, we'll see. Everyone, guys, get the likes on, man. Get the likes on, man. Get likes, like and subscribe, of course. Everyone, guys, like and subscribe. And get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Let's try to get up to 20. Let's try to get up to 15 likes for this stream. Okay. And then I'm going to do a poll for you guys. I want to do a poll, and I want to see if you guys agree with this. So let me share my screen. So let me see the margin here. Let me see the margin. So let's look at 2024 Ballon d'Or. So they haven't put the points out yet. They haven't put the points out yet. We'll have to see as the time goes, but this is how the top four is like. So Rodri, number one, Vinicius Jr. number two, Jude Bellingham number three, Danny Carvajal four. So I'm actually curious to see the point distribution. So let me tell you guys how I'm conflicted with this. Let me tell you guys, conflicted with this. And Rank, man, I send a link to you, Rank. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome to, Rank. I send in your DM. As you're a fellow, as you know, you can. So if you want to join, you can if you want. Just let me know if you're gonna join or not, because we might have some people coming on. But yeah. So who deserves it the most? Let's do a poll. So we got Rodri, we got Vinicius, Vinny Jr., we got Carvajal, and we got Lautaro. And by the way, guys, we have to speak about this. How did Lautaro finish below? And okay, let me just start with the Lautaro thing, guys. How did Lautaro finish below Mbappe and Haaland? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Lautaro, say what you will, and that he doesn't deserve or not, he at the very least should be making top four. I don't know how Haaland and Mbappe are ranked higher than Lautaro. Okay, maybe Carvalho I can maybe give you some of a pass, but Haaland and Mbappe, I'm sorry, that is disgraceful. That is disgraceful. That is disgraceful for them to be above. And I just think it's interesting, man. It's interesting in that regard. So for me, Lautaro Martinez. Now, do I think Lautaro was the deserving of the three, of the four? See, Lautaro is a good shout. The only blemish with Lautaro is that he wasn't great in the Champions League. He wasn't great in the Champions League. So that's why I'm not too sure if I could agree with Lautaro. But I mean, Serie A, he was amazing. Copa America, he was great. I think he won the Copa Italia as well, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can let me know in the chat. I'm pretty sure he did. Oh, it's a Super Cup. I think we won the Super Cup. Lautaro Martinez, the only blemish is the Champions League. That's the only thing you could criticize Lautaro for. So, I mean, besides that, I mean, I'm not sure what else you could criticize Lautaro for. And for me, the problem with this award is that it prioritizes the big competitions, the Champions League and the Champions League and the international competitions. So if you look from a Champions League point of view, he didn't win the Champions League. So for me, that's why I'm not. That's why for me, Lautaro, I'm a bit skeptical with. Now to um let's move to Carvajal. See, a lot of people are pushing this whole Carvajal thing, and obviously Carvajal was amazing for Spain and obviously for Real Madrid. But guys, was Carvajal really the best player for either of those two tournaments? Mm, I'd probably say no. Now he was probably one of the best, but I don't think he was outright best. Um, and yeah, so like I said, there's that. So for me, I don't really see the whole Carvel thing. I just feel like Carvel they're only pushing because of trophies thing, when in reality, in my opinion, other players were more significant. Now Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, I thought was amazing the first half of the season, but I don't think the second half he was that great. I don't think he was that amazing in the Euros. Sure, he had those big moments against Serbia and against Slovakia. He obviously scored the 2 goals, but I just don't think Bellingham was that great. I really don't think he was that great in the Euros. Um, and the Champions League, but and the knockout phase, he was a bit kind of underwhelming. So I'm sorry, I can't really see Jude. I don't really see Jude Bellingham. And obviously, I respect Jude. I know a lot of Barca fans hate Jude and call him a tapper merchant whatsoever. I personally respect Jude. Um, and yeah, and yeah, and now we go into the top two guys. I'm gonna read your guys' comments after I go through this, and then I'll bring someone out. I'll bring when someone wants to come on, so I'll bring him on. See, between the whole Vinicius and Rodri thing, it's a little conflicting because Vinicius, in my opinion, just pure club form, he had the best club form. He had a better club form than Rodri. I mean, just look at what he did in the Champions League. He was instrumental in the Champions League. He contributed to Real Madrid and the Champions League significantly. He basically was the best player in the Champions League, for sure. And I just think that for him in particular, it's like that. So the only thing you can say against Vinicius is that his Copa America was bad. His Copa America was bad. That's the only criticism you can say. And obviously, he was out for the first half of the season. He wasn't really that. He didn't really play a lot in the first half of the season. He wasn't as significant. But for me, like he still played his part. He still played his part. So, and for me, like I said, what trumps it all is the Champions League. So that's why I'm a bit conflicted here because Vinicius for me and the knockout stage in particular, he was amazing. Like I think in every single knockout stage game, he either gave you a goal or an assist in every single opponent. That's amazing. Like I don't think there's been any other player that's won the Champions League that's got a goal or an assist in every knockout opponent. It's almost like what Benzema did. The only difference between Benzema and Vinicius is that Benzema scored way more goals than Vinicius in the knockout stage. Vinicius didn't score as many goals as Benzema did. So that's the thing. And for me, I think he was Real Madrid's best player in the Champions League. I don't even think that's debatable. Now La Liga is a bit debatable. You can make an argument that he wasn't the best Real Madrid player, but he was top 3. And for Rodri, man, Rodri was amazing. I got to give it up. Rodri was amazing last season. Obviously, he won the EPL with Man City, did all of that, and obviously undefeated in the Champions League, didn't lose a single game. But my issue with Rodri is, was he really Spain's best player in the Euros? That's where I have that's where I'm not sure is that if you was Rodri really the best? Because I don't think he was. I think Yamal was more important. I think Nico Williams was more important. I would even say Cucurella as well. I would even say Fabian Ruiz was more important. That's why I'm a bit confused. Like that's why I say Rodri deserved it for some degree. Like if you're looking from an international point of view, he obviously he probably has the best. He probably has a better case than Vinicius, right? So, and that's also another thing Pookie bring up. Foden won Premier League Player of the Year. Where's the consistency in that, right? Like Rodri for me, in my opinion, last year had a bigger shout. Last year he should have won. Last year I felt like he had a more stronger argument because he won the treble with Man City. He scored in the Champions League final. He was instrumental. And every single game that Man City didn't play this season, I believe, in the Premier League, they draw points. So, and like, can we all like, is Rodri Man City's best player by far? Like, that's not clear unanimous. Whereas, like, for Real Madrid, Vinicius is Real Madrid's best player. I think most of us would agree with that. So that's why I have some conflicting. So I'm not saying Rodri is undeserved and it's like he doesn't have any argument. Obviously, he has some argument, but I don't think it's like that's why I'm a bit confused because personally, for me, out of the two between Rodri and Vinicius, I would have given it to Vinicius, but I could understand why Rodri won it because Rodri had the what is it called, the international thing, and this is the problem with this year's Ballon d'Or. All the candidates this year, none of them were 100% deserving. None of them were 100% deserving. As much as I want to give Vinicius the Ballon d'Or, he was bad for Brazil in the Copa America. Every one of these candidates have flaws. Every one of these candidates has flaws within their game, and that's the problem. Is that this year is a bit difficult because the previous years we've had winners that were pretty unanimous. Like I think we could all agree 2022 Benzema should have won. Benzema deservedly won. Lewandowski should have won 2020, and then obviously I think it was a few years ago 20. Then last year Messi, won the World Cup. Now that was a bit debatable, but the point I'm trying to make here is that the problem with this year's Ballon d'Or is that no one has 100% strong argument. Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their pros, and that's the big problem. That's why, in my opinion, it's difficult because that's why I feel about this year. Because, like I said, you could criticize Vinicius all you will for Brazil, and obviously Brazil, where he's not been good for Brazil. But I don't think it's on. It's like because it's not like the entire Brazil team's been great and Vinicius has been trash. You can't single him out. Most players in Brazil have been bad. So like that's why it's a bit harsh. So it's really difficult, man. So let me go through your guys' comments, and I'm gonna bring some people in, guys. Bring some people in. So let me read some of your guys' comments. Rodri really deserves it. Does he? Does he? I agree. Since Rodri got better in international, and Vinny was slightly better in club. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Vinicius Jr. is winning Twitter poll with 1,000 people by large margin. One stay too long. Pookie says, Joao Neves, we're coming for that Copa Trophy 2025. Sebastian said, SSB says, yo, what's up, man? Yo, what's up? Thank you for joining. So SSB says, haha. I think Rodri deserves it more than Vinicius, but Copa America is disrespected big time, and football no longer has great individuals. Yeah, that's fair, right? And I do feel like, and that's also another thing, is that why do I feel like the Euros is more value than Copa America when it should be the same value? When it should be the same value. I mean, just look what happened to Lautaro Martinez. He got seventh. I'm sorry, Mbappe did nothing in this Euros, and he still went above Lautaro Martinez. You see the hypocrisy here? You see the problem with this award? This is why this award I don't take seriously, guys. And maybe I'll have to do a future video on this, maybe sometime next week. Maybe during the international break, I'll do a video exposing the Ballon d'Or because there's a lot of issues with the way this form award is awarded and all that. But that's gonna be a topic for another time because there's so much to say, man. There's so much to say about that. Euros was very important. Vinny record with Brazil stinks. Definitely Rodri. Rodri was Rodri's not even the best Spanish midfielder in the Euros. Book said right. Yamal, Williams, Ruiz were all better. Cucurella as well. Pookie, I said midfielder. Yamal and Williams are wingers. I said Ruiz too Sebastian. Rodrigo should have been there. Photo 1 Premier League Player of the Year. Yeah, that's the problem. AD. No player in the world is the best by far anymore. See, that's the problem. You see the problem with this. I mean, City were horrible without Rodri, but Vinicius Jr. is better than. Now plays better than Vinicius on his day. Captain, no, Rodri is one of those players. Lautaro robbed. Game over. That's how it's been before CR7 Messi. Out of Rodri, Vinny, I'm choosing Rodri, but overall, I'm choosing Lautaro. Disgrace. What a disgrace. Ballon d'Or lost all little legitimacy it had. Between Rodri and Vinicius, Rodri all the time. But last Ballon d'Ors are really unfair. Think about players like Lewandowski at Bayern, Militao, Schneider, and Inter, Ribery. Everyone thinks Rodri hasn't done anything, but that's how he's been doing his job. But the problem with this thing is that Rodri obviously does have an argument. Like I'm not saying he wasn't undeserving. Obviously, he is deserving. But the problem with Rodri is that I just don't know if I fully agree with it. You see, this is the problem, man. That's the problem. Like, I'm not so sure if I can fully get behind this, So, yeah, according to that, Casemiro should have had 10 Ballon d'Ors. And yeah, that's crazy, guys. We're really living in a world where Rodri's won a Ballon d'Or, and the likes of Iniesta and Xavi has not won a Ballon d'Or. Tony Cruz has not won a Ballon d'Or. Like you see the problem with this award, guys. You see the problem. Anyways, let me bring him in. He's been begging to get on, so let me just bring him in and let's have him say. So guys, we have 17 people watching. 17 people watching, guys. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up, man. Likes up. Let's see. So let's try to get to. We're at 8 likes, guys. Let's try to get up to 15 likes, guys. 15 likes for this stream, man. 15 likes for this stream. You get 15 likes. That'll be a greatly appreciated. So,
AD, you know what HH said? There's only one man who can say football. Lamine Yamal.
Okay, Sebastian, man, tell me. Just give me your quick thought. Is he deserved or not?
Honestly, I'm pissed off at this.
Yeah, I'm not.
People are literally saying football won today, which is absolute stupid. Like, what have football won today? What's there doing? Like, football is literally cooked, absolutely cooked. A midfielder is winning the Ballon d'Or. That shows how cooked this sport is. A midfielder, he didn't do shit in the Euros. Subimendi was better. AD, when Subimendi came on, Subimendi was better. This guy was not even top 5. He was not even top 5 best players in Spain.
Yeah. So the problem, because see, the thing is, like, how much does Zubimendi play at the Euros? Actually, let me check.
30 minutes or so.
Wait. He played only 30 minutes in this Euros?
I think so. I don't know. Because I remember he came on for Rodri when he got injured.
Hold on, let me check. I'm actually checking.
I don't know what minute, but I know he came on. But
okay. So Sebastian, here's the thing. I actually just looked at Zubimendi. I'm sorry, you can't say Zubimendi was better than Rodri. He only played one full game and played a half game in the Euros final.
Wait, how many minutes?
140 minutes. And out of 7 games.
Zubimendi, how many minutes?
Yeah, 140. Yeah, 140 minutes.
I mean, he showed better things, but I mean, what I found weird on this list is Mbappe is above Yamal.
Martinez. Yeah, and Lautaro.
I think Yamal and Martinez should be above Mbappe. Next year, AD, we're coming for that Ballon d'Or, AD. Lamine Yamal is coming for that one.
Yeah. But the problem with Rodri is like because I think we could, like, this is my problem with Rodri is that easy like how, like, because I think we can all agree Vinicius is Real Madrid's best player.
Yeah, by far.
Whereas Rodri, is he really the best Man City player? Because you can make an argument for KDB, you can make an argument for Haaland, you can make an argument for those two players. That's why I'm conflicted here. Is that obviously Rodri had an amazing club season. You know, like only losing one game throughout a season is actually insane. And obviously that was an epic cup final.
And Vinny actually, he tweeted on Twitter, like 11 minutes ago. He tweeted, he will do it 10 times if he needs. They are not ready. Obviously, he put that in Portuguese. I translated. Now, watch Vinny have an insane season. Watch him bang hat tricks.
Man, I feel so bad for Vinicius. I really do. And I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, shouldn't you be hating Vinicius since he's a Real Madrid player and you're a Barca fan and this da. I'm sorry, if you actually just hate all your rivals' players and you hate watch them and have no respect for them, I'm sorry, you're not a true football fan. Like, it's
Yeah.
actually ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Obviously I can't support Vinicius, and obviously I'm not going to root for him. But it's not to say that I can't do that. And that's just my thing is that I find it so hypocrisy. Like, the problem, Sebastian, is that people are so tribalistic. Like, they can never, if they like another player from another team, rival team, people can attack them. Like, why are you liking them? Why are you liking them? People are gonna
Also,
attack me.
what I've seen, it's not anything, but there is some weird thing going on, because the winner of the Ballon d'Or, like they lost. I think the only black player who has won the Ballon d'Or is Wea.
Wow.
So, like this sport is absolutely cooked. Like HS tweeted, Lamine Yamal can say football, and hopefully he does it. Send that link to Cullen now, please, for God's sake, and let him speak about this. Like, obviously I don't like Bellingham, but I'd rather him winning than Rodri. So I'm surprised that Carvajal didn't make top 3.
All right, Sebastian. Let's hear from Vic, man.
Yeah.
And Vic,
Let's
please be
hear from
objective.
him. No, be honest, Kool-Aid. Be honest.
Don't see myself.
Be honest, please.
I am gonna be honest. Vinny didn't deserve the Ballon d'Or, and he never will. I'm gonna be dead honest.
Because
Lautaro was the rightful Ballon d'Or winner. The fact that he was in 7th place is the most disgraceful thing that I've seen in my life. No, here's some stats for all the Vinny fans that are out here crying that don't know anything about football and didn't watch Madrid, because I watched them. I watched what Vinny did. Here's his stats. Because, if Vinny was people are acting like Vinny was a clear favorite. Like, no one else but Vinny deserved this Ballon d'Or. No one had the best stats as Vinny. False. There's a player that had more assists, more goals, top goal scorer in his team. He won the Cup and the Copa America single-handedly. Then you have Rodri, who is a DM, who had 10 goals, 14 assists, more assists than Vinicius, who had 11. Rodri, when Rodri was on the pitch from the beginning of the season for Pep Guardiola Man City, they've never lost a single match until he got injured. When Rodri was at Spain, Rodri was one of the best players for Spain, one of the standout players.
He wasn't the best.
Doesn't matter. He's a DM. A DM. Do you know what a defensive midfielder? His job is to play from the back, interception. He was the best player in his position who was scoring clutch goals. And for Man City in the Premier League, when he was on the pitch, Man City was a different team. Now, Lautaro, for me, is the Ballon d'Or winner, the rightful one, not Vinicius. Vinicius will never be the rightful Ballon d'Or winner, because there was a player who had an outstanding season, who, for me, a guy that I personally usually criticize, Lautaro Martinez, for always being inconsistent. That season, he was the most consistent forward I knew. His stats, when you look at it, are unbelievable. And then when you compare it to the fact that because he plays in Syria and he's at Inter Milan and he doesn't wear a white shirt like Real Madrid, or doesn't wear Manchester City Premier League PR, that's why he didn't get the respect they deserve. They treated Lautaro like if he was nothing, like if his season didn't have any value. Very disgusting stuff. Now, for the Madrid fans that are crying about Vinicius and he got robbed, keep crying, because everything. If things doesn't go this brother's way, everything is an injustice. Well, there was no injustice, bro. Your boy didn't deserve it. In fact, if you had to pick a Madrid player that actually deserved the Ballon d'Or in that Madrid team that season, might have been Carvajal.
Carvajal. Yeah,
Yes.
Carvajal. Because Carvajal was the most consistent player week in, week out in La Liga as a defender, the best right back in the world last season in Champions League. He scored in the final. Wasn't he who brought the deadlock? Wasn't he?
Yeah, he did.
All right. Carvajal, consistent in the Champions League, La Liga, and the Euros, outstanding. He literally played one of the clutchest pass against Germany when Spain was struggling. But because Madrid fans are so deluded, it's the most deluded fan base I've ever met in my life. They could have spent all their energy putting that on Carvajal's outstanding season. They put it on a player that for them, they just wanted to PR their way into this Ballon d'Or. That's what they wanted. They did it with Luka Modric. They tried to do it with Vini, but this time they had Manchester City Premier League PR and Rodri, who had a better season in his position. But for those who are crying like Pookie or every Madrid fan in existence that are crying that Vini didn't win it, then welcome to reality. Because the reality is there were players better than him. No, hold that. I'm out.
Hey man, no, but you guys are Barca fans.
No, but what I said earlier, and I still stand by this. None of the three candidates were 100% deserving. All the candidates have their strengths and flaws, so it depends on your personal preference. So for me personally, what I value the most is for me the number one competition is the World Cup. For me, that's number one. Number two. Now this is where it's a bit different. For me, the Champions League is number two in my opinion. I actually believe the Champions League is the second biggest competition in football. Not the Euros, not the Copa America. That's my personal opinion. So therefore, I have Vinicius. But everyone has their own different criteria. Some people just value all international competitions over all the club competitions. Okay.
Like you as a Barca fan, like if you look at
for me, like
Yamal would not win this Ballon d'Or this year.
No, but okay, but am I saying? Oh, sorry. Okay, so Sebastian, what do you think? Do you agree that the Champions League is the second biggest competition in football after the World Cup?
Yes.
So that's why I believe Vinicius should win it. That's my personal opinion.
Like, so would you have put also it's also based what Lamine Yamal did in the Euros. Would you have put him higher up than 8, or would you have kept him there?
I think 8 is. I think 8 is high as I can get. I think 8 is very, very high. Maybe you could say it's generous in some way. So
the Mbappe, that's a bit sus. That Mbappe's.
Yeah. Mbappe shouldn't be here. Like I think Yamal. I think 8 is about as high I can get. So yeah, let's read some of you guys' comments. Let's read some of you guys' comments. So Cook, because these legends didn't have to compete with Messi, Ronaldo, and Messi. Rodri didn't. That's crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, Rodri had to compete with Anthony, bro. Hope you all have a mercy built in. This might be the time to say some stuff. No. To be fair, Sebastian said pretty on point stuff. So yeah, Sebastian's been good first.
I mean, if I were to pick a winner, I would honestly pick Carvajal as the winner. If I would pick a winner from this.
Wow.
He was consistent every game that he played.
But you know what I think this award shows? I think this award shows that international competition was the main factor for the voters. I think the voters looked at the international competition most.
Even as I don't like Argentina and Inter for obvious reasons, Lautaro Martinez should have been above Mbappe and Holland, or even above Jude Bellingham.
Yeah. So, like that's why I say like it's really difficult, because that's why I say it depends on your preference. Like for me personally, the Champions League is bigger than the Euros and a Copa America. That's why I have that's for me. Like that's why I have it above. Now, if you believe the Euros Copa America is above, then you can pick either Rodri or Lautaro Martinez. So this is where, like I said, this is the problem.
Let's say, let's say Barca wins the treble, and you have 3 players who have done each good. Like, let's say Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski. Like, who would you then give it to in that case? Would you give it to the player who scored the most? Or who basically, like, how would you do it then?
Yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. All right, Vic is back, man.
HS extended the stream. That break.
Oh, okay.
Extended the timer. But
Okay. Vic,
how is the Champions League the only measuring stick for winning a Ballon d'Or, AD?
No, I didn't say it's the only one. I said for me it's bigger than international competitions.
No, 80, that's not how we rate the Ballon d'Or. The Ballon d'Or is just not the Champions League.
I didn't say
how consistent have you been in all competition you were involved with? Let's not forget, Vini wasn't the best player in La Liga. Wasn't the best player in the Copa. Well,
yeah, that's true.
He showed up in the key knockout stages. Credit to him, but there was group stage. There were other competitions. Now, when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, how do you win it? You score a ton of goals in your league, your cup competition, of course the UCL. You gotta be absolutely perfect to win that trophy. Now, Vini only shows up in the Champions League. The key guy for La Liga winning season was Jude Bellingham. That's why he's up there in the podium. So how can you tell me that the UCL is up there when Jude is there because of his performances in La Liga, not because of the UCL? Because in the UCL he didn't show up like that. So
I want to ask you this question, Vic. Do you acknowledge that Lautaro was bad in the Champions League?
Yes, but you got Copa America, to me, is up there, high up there at the same level as a UCL. And the Euros as well is up there as a UCL. Those competitions are not easy to win. Because it's Madrid, people are going to try to downplay the Euros, the Copa America, La Liga league performances they're going to downplay. For me, Mourinho can tell you that himself. He rates the guy that shows up consistently throughout league season than the guy that is a moments merchant that shows up when the big games are there. Why is that? Because
the problem is that none of these three people are like 100% deserved. Like every one of them has.
For me, Lautaro is 100% deserved because. I don't know. When was the Copa America that Vini didn't do anything? Was it this year or last year? I can't remember.
But the thing is, people say Vinicius didn't do anything this Copa America. He still scored 2 goals in one game.
AD, so where our measuring stick is Ballon d'Or. Bro, Messi got crucified for not showing up, and he carried his team to the final.
No, but
two consecutive Copa America, he carried them to the final. He lost the final. And still he got crucified. No, you want to lower the bar because Vini scored 2 goals in the Copa America. Well, Lautaro carried Argentina and was the match winner in the final.
No. I'm saying that for people saying Vinicius did nothing in the Copa America, that's not true.
That's nothing, Eddie. It's nothing. He did nothing. No, Eddie. Ballon d'Or caliber players carry their team. He didn't carry. Bro, people are forgetting what a Ballon d'Or is. Ballon d'Or means you're the best. You're the player. You're the main guy. You're the main reason they're in their winning position. Vini wasn't the main reason for none of Real Madrid's success. There were so many factors why Real Madrid won their Champions League. Like a lot of factors. But, again, it's... what the hilarious thing, people like to run with their agendas. They like to run with what's popular, and too scared to have an uncomfortable conversation at the moment. But unfortunately, I gotta be honest with the damn stats that I have in my insight. And I said, if Vini won this Ballon d'Or, it would be a loss for football. And the Ballon d'Or, that would be how it ended right there for me. Because for me right now, if you have to ask me right now, it did kind of end. You wanna know why? Because Rodri won it. I didn't want Rodri to win it. I didn't want Vini to win it. I wanted the original winner to actually get it, which was Lautaro Martinez. But when I asked Madrid fans or any other football fan, why doesn't Lautaro win the Ballon d'Or? He meets all the criteria. You know what they say? Oh, he doesn't have the Syria. He doesn't have the PR. He doesn't have the popularity. He doesn't have all of that. What is that telling you? It's telling you that the Ballon d'Or, they were about to give it to Vini because of popularity, not because of performances. Lautaro was the performer, and they didn't want to give him because he's on the flashy guy. He's on the guy wearing the full white kit in a large $2 billion Euro stadium, whatever. He's not the outstanding player. So for me, since Lautaro doesn't meet the popularity criteria, they wanted to definitely not give him the Ballon d'Or. That's why they put him in 7th, the most disgraceful position I've seen in a while.
Yeah, like that's disgraceful. But
anyway,
I don't. But yeah, I mean, you do make a good point, Vic. Like, you have to be very consistent. And as much as I respect Vinicius, like, there wasn't really any other competition. He was the best player. Like, you can make, like, that's why I said, like, this year was a bit hard. This year is a bit hard. Like, there wasn't anyone that was like consistent in every single competition. There wasn't anyone that was like the best player for their team in every single competition.
And so, Rodri for me, as much. Vinicius for me would be 3rd place in the deserving of that Ballon d'Or. 3rd place, not 2nd, 3rd, because Rodri was more consistent. Rodri was more consistent than him throughout the entire season. Don't forget, Real Madrid and what's his name? Real Madrid and Manchester City met in the semi-final. They performed. That game ended 3-3 on penalties.
Yeah,
that's why it ended. Like, and you're telling me that Rodri didn't perform to take his team to the semis of the UCL? He didn't perform there? Bro, we're struggling to get to even the semis, bro. And with Rodri in that lineup consistently, he's made it deep into the UCL. Don't forget, this is the guy who won single-handedly Manchester City their first Champions League. And this was a year prior where he had another Ballon d'Or caliber season. And he followed it up with this one.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Vic? Can we all agree that none of these 3 candidates were the best player for their team in every single competition? Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
What if Yamal?
Look, one didn't show up. One didn't show up as much in the Champions League, which is Lautaro. You had Vini, who didn't show up in La Liga, and what's his name? And you have Rodri, who didn't show up. Well, no. See, that's the weird thing, because he showed up in the Champions League, and he got knocked out by Madrid, right?
Yeah,
but he showed. Was it Atletico?
Yeah, it was.
No. Which one was it? When they lost the penalties? Right? No, I'm talking about Rodri.
Oh no, sorry, it was Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Yeah, Rodri got knocked out of Real Madrid, but he was consistent all the way till he met a worthy opponent. You gotta remember. A lot of those Madrid players were on form in that game. It wasn't just Vini carrying. And now, for me, Rodri right now, the more I deep it, because he's a DM and the consistency he had in his position, he might actually be much more worthy contender than Vinicius. And for me, Lautaro was the rightful winner based on his outstanding stats and consistency, and he took it to his national team, where his national team was not good. His national team was struggling. And he took it onto himself, but because he's in Syria, and people don't like Syria, they don't rate it, they don't give it to the poor guy, and it's unfortunate. But sure, Lautaro was the rightful winner. 2nd place was Rodri, 3rd was Vini, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
now I'm gonna take these. Bro, what's gonna happen in the hangout for HH is gonna be brutal, because these guys don't want to hear this. Well, I'm gonna be spewing this. And they can cry, fight. Heck, they can even go all out on me. But I'm going to speak the truth, bro. On what actually happened this season, bro. And last season.
Do it. Be honest. Don't care. I don't care what other people think about what I say.
Oh, he's
It,
going to
then,
H. H is about to start a stream.
yeah. I
And both
mean,
I kind of plan to join there, so I gotta wrap this up soon.
same. Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Okay.
if
Okay. Let me
one
go to
Real
the
Madrid
comments.
player, if one Real Madrid player deserves it, AD, it's Carvajal.
Yeah, Carvajal is a good shout. Carvajal is a good shout. For me, like Carvajal is like, yeah.
Well, how would you react if Yamal won it?
There wasn't any chance for him also to win this Ballon d'Or. I knew it was gonna happen.
Maybe next year.
So, yeah. So, yeah. All right. Let's talk. So let's go ahead and let's go through your guys' comment. That's when I reply to people who say we're really gonna live a world. Vinny has a Ballon d'Or, Neymar doesn't. Well, for purposes, Spain with the Euros without Rodri. Yeah, you can make arguments. They probably do. If you watch Rodri play, you know. See, the thing is, I'm not saying like. Can we all agree, guys? Can we all agree that Rodri, Vinicius, and Lautaro are the top three? This is the top three. These are the best three.
Yeah.
I think this is the best three. So, like, for me, I think that's my opinion. Hope this motivates Vinny. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I hope this motivates Vinny. If you watch him play, you would know. This is Vinny's last chance, in my opinion. Low. He's cooking the competition. He's gonna be crazy, and that's what HH was saying, I believe, on his video earlier today. Like, this was the best chance for Vinicius to win the Ballon d'Or because now with Mbappe on your team and with how things are going for Brazil, because let's be real, if Brazil win the World Cup, Neymar's gonna get the Ballon d'Or over Vinicius, assuming that
That's
Neymar
true.
has a huge. And as for Real Madrid, if Mbappe performs, Mbappe has a stronger. Mbappe will be the headlines over Vinicius, and that's why also was kind of that's why also was a bit sad is that this was Vinicius' best chance, and now he's probably not going to win it anytime soon.
No, I need
And
my
again,
narrative. I need my narrative to work. Isaac
yeah,
wins a World Cup before Vinny does.
so,
I need it.
yeah. Also, why the sudden change of winner at the low? That's also another thing. Like, you know what's interesting? Because before yesterday, guys, before today, essentially, we all thought the Ballon d'Or was going to be to Vinicius. We all thought. But all of a sudden, news came out. Fabrizio Romano tweeted it out. Of course, it's on my Twitter. I did a YouTube short for it. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. A lot can change. 80 sent the link, bro. You need to improve your logic. Unfortunately, Vinny was too arrogant lately. Gabby must be laughing from yesterday. 80 send the link. Don't send the link. Too big. Lol. Why Pookie? Bro, what does race got to do with this? Yeah, I don't know why you brought race. Let's not go in there. I'm kidding. Okay, no Seb Hetty. W Vic. Fudge the stats. Martinez shouldn't have won that. Stop that. Tripping. Martinez, you're tripping, bro. Neither Vinny. Roger or Martinez. Vic is hating hard. Do you guys think it was classless for the whole Real Madrid organization not to come? Yeah.
Shameless institution. Shameless.
That's very unprofessional.
The most
That's very unprofessional.
disgusting. The most disgusting club I have ever seen.
Okay, guys. Okay, be careful there with your words. Be careful with your words. That is unprofessional. That is okay. That is unprofessional. But at the same time, though, as much as it is unprofessional, like why put so much effort? So like, it's kind of two ways. Like it is unprofessional, but at the same time, though, I can understand from their point of view. Like imagine because you saw how long the Ballon d'Or was. The Ballon d'Or ended just like 44 minutes ago. It was lasting from like 3 o'clock my time, I think 3:30. 3 hours there, then having to travel as well. So like I can understand from their point of view as well. So like it's a bit of both. You know, W Vic facts. I'm not crying. I don't even really care. I told 80 this last night, and that's another thing is that people care about this too much. At the end of the day, this is just an individual. This is just a popularity thing. Okay, it's not like because the thing is, and I don't think people realize that team trophies mean more or more significant than Ballon d'Or. It's just the Ballon d'Or is so popular that I had to cover it. But if I'm being real, as much as I am not happy with Rodri just winning it, I'm not gonna at the end of the day, it's just an individual award. I still have my own preference. I still have my own winner, and that's just how it is. So people think that Ballon d'Or is actually bigger than a Champions League or bigger than a World Cup. It's ridiculous. You know, Sebastian, even Messi said this himself. I would trade all my Ballon d'Ors for one World Cup. He would have done it. And I'm sure Ronaldo probably would have done the same thing too. So
Yeah.
like for me, this whole Ballon d'Or thing, like people like it's like at the end of the day, obviously credit to Rodri, he obviously won it, but at the end of the day, team trophies are what matters more. Bring him back, keep him on the panel. Let me look good. Warts deserve top 10. Yeah, Warts 12th. I'm sorry. How did Warts finish below Kane? How? You see where you see the problem with
Foden
this?
is the most overrated player I've ever seen. How is he above Wirtz? If Matt doesn't agree, Wirtz should have been ahead of Kane and Foden. If Matt doesn't agree on that, he's just delusional. Let's be honest.
All right.
Tell me, what did Foden do this year? What did Foden do?
All right, let's move. Just help me that fraud Vinny didn't win. Booker, you're a hater as well. Why didn't CR7 win in 2018? Pookie, hold that. Now, personally, for me, see, the thing is, because like I said, this is why I told you guys. This is how the ranking is like. World Cup is number 1. 2018, guess who made the final that year? Luka Modric. You see, you connect the dots.
I mean,
but the problem is that they don't always follow these rules. They don't always follow these rules. That's the problem.
What if Sweden makes the final and Isak still lose it, but they'll win like a Premier League or Champions League? Just saying.
Yeah. Yamal too high on that list. Yeah, Yamal, like as much as I love Yamal, I gotta admit, Yamal, it's a bit too.
Yeah. HH will be happy with Lookman being on the list.
A bit too high. I don't know. Oh, by the way, we're gonna also look at the other individual awards, but we're not gonna look into that too much because, to be honest with you, we're not gonna really deep it that much. But we'll still look at them, but briefly. So, yeah. Paris then CR7's awards, but not Vinny. I think Vinny would have lost his head if he went because he left Madrid. Bet you didn't think I knew your Starboy stats. I think Ward should be 8th. Rogers, Ballon d'Or, Xavi, and Iniesta don't. That's crazy, man. That's actually wild. Like, imagine you tell Xavi and Iniesta.
That football has fallen off so much.
Oh, and you know what's another thing that's also going to be really annoying? I'm going to hear tomorrow. I'm going to hear people say, Rodri's the best DM in all-time history.
Oh.
He's better than Busquets. We're going to hear all this.
That's going to piss me off.
This. Because based on his GA, which, I'm sorry. For me, as a DM, GA shouldn't be your main thing.
Rodri
might be a nice thing.
Honestly, Rodri might be overrated. Rodri might be overrated.
No, but GA is a good thing to have, but it can't be your main thing as a DM because that's not your most important thing. So
honestly, if I gave out the Ballon d'Or, I would probably give it to Albert. You know.
So, yeah. Vinny was injured for like 2 months, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's harsh him in the top 5. I agree with this. Be elite, you're spot on. This would have been my top 3. I would go Vinicius, then I'll go with Rodri, then I'll go with actually, you know, I actually would go with Vinicius, Lautaro, than Rodri. That would be my top 3. So, thank you for subscribing. It's Ron91, 1.8K. Yes, guys, we're at 1.8K. We actually reached it yesterday, which was awesome.
Yay!
So, it's good to see, man. Good to see. Do you guys see a scenario where Paris could want Vinny out of the club? I could see a scenario where Paris dumps Vinny and gets a striker, moves Mbappe to the left.
But Mbappe's cooked, man. Like, he ain't gonna do shit. Mbappe's cooked.
That's would be sad, man. Imagine Vinicius leaves Real Madrid. That would be sad. And just for Mbappe to stay, that could actually happen. That actually could happen.
Hear me out, Eddie. Vinny goes to Liverpool and have Vinny and Salah. Ooh.
I'm not sure he's gonna go to Liverpool.
Shh. Anything can happen. To be fair, it's FSG. They won't do anything. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. But it could happen, SSB. It could happen.
If Rafinha wins the Ballon d'Or, we're gonna have a 24-hour stream. I don't care, Eddie. If Rafinha wins, then he will have more Ballon d'Ors than Neymar. Just saying.
Respect Rafinha, man. Respect Rafinha.
Yeah. If Rafinha wins the Ballon d'Or, we're gonna have a 24-hour live stream. Because that would be the best day of all time.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah. Low penny, man. Hold that. So that's 25 Rafinha. You guys say this, but I think a lot of journalists don't rate Serie A, hence why Lautaro is lower. That's actually a crazy thing. Like how are you putting Mbappe over Martinez is disgraceful.
I mean,
I don't know how.
It's French football and it's Mbappe. You see, like it's Mbappe. You know the tax.
Yeah.
How's Mbappe top 6, man? It's disgusting. That filthy rat. Filthy rat, man.
Yeah. And 2019, did Van Dijk deserve it or Messi?
Van Dijk.
See, this is a tricky one. For me personally, it was going back to what I was saying earlier. For me, the Ballon d'Or should be how good you did. Like, see, Messi, are you the best player for your team in every competition? Because if we're keeping it real, guys, people don't talk about this much. But Messi did not have a good Copa America that year. Messi was awful that Copa America. He was awful. But at the same time, though, there wasn't a Euros, though. So we wouldn't have known for Van Dijk. See, I don't know, man. I think for that one, I'll give it to Messi just because he had one of his best seasons of all time. But I could see why Van Dijk. You could make argument for Van Dijk. So, but yeah, that's a tricky one, man. That's a tricky one. Whoever said UCL is the only place to rate the Ballon d'Or, no one is saying that. Nobody said that. No one said that. I said UCL is bigger than international competition beside World Cup, and I stand by this. UCL is bigger than Euros and Copa America.
I can see Copa America, yes, but Euros, that's tough. I think that.
Yeah. Rodri lost on pens and UCL, to be fair. 4 in a row, PL and Euros. No one said that, Vic. Ballon d'Or for consistency. The Ballon d'Or is worthless, in my opinion. Rodri wasn't the best player in the PL. Rodri didn't lose like for ages. You can't compare a forward to the other positions. And that's also another thing. That's what I didn't like when Vic was talking about, is that Vic brought us stats. Like, how can you compare Rodri's stats to Vinicius? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I didn't like that. So,
I mean, if Ballon d'Or was fair, Sanchez would have had 1 Ballon d'Or. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If Ballon d'Or was fair.
Consistency. We can see who was more consistent, though. Whoever is more popular equals Ballon d'Or, and even by that metric, Vinny didn't win rigged. Vinny reversed the record so bad.
Let's say you are more popular than Messi and Ronaldo. Are you gonna win the Ballon d'Or, or are Ronaldo or Messi gonna win it because they won more trophies? Or are you gonna win because you're more popular?
Yeah. See, the problem is, and there's also another problem with this award. None of the South American players that played in the South American leagues got nominated. Like, look at for example, in the Asian leagues. Like, look at the season that what is it called? I forgot the guy's name. Mitrovic just happened in Al Hilal. He didn't get nominated. Like, see, like this is the problem, is that all these players are in this thing are European based. So how can you say best player in the world?
I think they should do what they put, like, every fucking nation, like, and not maybe Oceania, because there's not really disrespect. There's no really place that, you know. What I think this is most likely like people that are players that are relevant. Like, I think that's mostly what this crap is. Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, Holland, who was at Malmö today to see them winning another league title. Like, he came 5th in the. Do you think Holland should have maybe had a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or if he scored more goals in the Champions League?
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's tricky. It's tricky. All right, let me read some of guys' comments. We have a lot of comments. Dang, we're 54 minutes. We need to wrap this up soon. Vinny versus Rucker is so bad. Vinny lows are lower than Rodri's lows. Let's be real. A bad game for Rodri is okay to mid game. Vinny is horrendous. Yeah, this is the problem, is that Rodri is better for Spain than Vinny is for Brazil. That is true. But my issue is people bring up that, oh, look, Spain won the Euros with Rodri. Rodri was so integral. I'm sorry. For me, you know when it shows how integral you are? If the team can do it without you. We saw Spain still win that Euros final without Rodri in the second half of Zubimendi. Now, I know Rodri got injured at halftime and everything, so Spain probably still would have won with him. But that just shows, like, if he's really that important, they would have lost. They would have lost. So I don't really understand the whole Euros logic. I just don't understand that logic. See, it was going back to what I was saying earlier, Sebastian. Is that no player is like there's 100% disputed. Everyone has their own different work criteria. I'm going to go with because I was talking to my friends earlier today. My friends believe that Jude should win. I personally think Vinicius should win. Vinicius and obviously Vic talked about Lautaro, and you, Sebastian, and you personally, like we have very different opinions. Everyone has their own different opinions. It's not clear and unanimous, you know. So that's the problem. Yeah, Jose made Madrid go to finals anyway. Jose deserved it. Albert, low. How low? Rodri was consistent. Yeah, Rodri was consistent. I'm not, like I said, Rodri isn't like, it's not like completely undeserved, you know. At least he has some, like, he has credit. Would he be my first choice? No, he wouldn't be. But he's obviously in contention. Like, he's obviously in the top 5. Obviously, in the top 3. But would he be my number 1? That, I'm not so sure with, you know. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Lame. What did Mbappe do? Yeah, Mbappe didn't do much in the league because all Mbappe really has is his league on season. There's nothing else. I'm sorry, the Champions League wasn't that great. I know he was a top scorer there, but most of the goals he scored were against Sociedad, and with all due respect to Sociedad were trash that time. And you know, obviously he scored the brace to the Camp now, but the Montjuic Stadium. But remember, we were down to 10 men. So
you know what? Anthony should have won the Ballon d'Or. Anthony got robbed.
You're funny, man. Roger won it because got into
respect Anthony, man. Bro. 28 08 Anthony would be one of the best players of the world.
Let's wrap this stream. Albuquerque said, right, Pookie, back me up here. Was he consistent or not? Please, bro, low. No Kool-Aid, no party. Was Rodri consistent? Yes, he was consistent. Messi won the Ballon in 2010. What did Argentina do? Yeah. Vinny's having 0 goals South America qualifier right now. Not because enough for the big games. Obviously, Pookie argument makes no sense. It does. You can't compare Messi 2010 to this year, Vinny. It's different, way different. They're saying that's why he lost. We can agree that this year's Ballon d'Or was the most boring. I wouldn't say the most boring, but the most controversial. Let's put it this way. Well, not controversial, right word, but the most polarizing is probably the way to put it. The most competitive, you can maybe say. But Messi broke records. How many GA did he compare to that, Vinny? Of course, low. I think Holland should have got it. PL champion, goal scoring machine all year, and he's even getting nowhere back at their home form.
So in that case, because Gyökeres won the Portuguese league, and he won the top goal scorer, and he scored all year long, and got Sweden back into form, then Gyökeres should also have won it. If you talk about Holland about this.
And this is the problem. Like when people say, "Oh, Rodri is Man City's best player," like that's a bit debatable. He's not clear unanimous. Whereas for Vinicius, we can all agree. I think most of us agree that he is Real Madrid's best player. You see, this is the problem. So you see the problem with this?
Yeah.
Did Messi deserve 2019? Almost won treble with that team single-handedly, but at the same time, what does a defender need to do to win the Ballon d'Or? Van Dijk. You see, this is also another problem with this award. How can you compare players from different positions? This is why I said earlier is that this is what they should do. Have the best forward, have the best midfielder, have the best defender, instead of comparing different positions, because that's kind of unfair. You see? So that this is what they should do. But obviously, France is never going to do that. So yeah. Cool is the reason I'm here. I'm happy to see Chile and Sebastian too. Yeah, I agree, Matt. Holland was the best player in the EPL. I can't even.
Was he really? Anthony plays golf. Thank you.
Okay, I think it was just circling around. So, I can't agree anymore. Bro, PB's in 2010, Messi, Ogre, but 2024, Vinicius. If any midfield deserves from City, it's KDB. KDB, man. That's also another first shot.
He's not even top 5 best midfielders in the world.
I guess stop with Sebastian. Pookie says Xavi Iniesta was. Okay,
let's tell you 5 better midfielders.
Okay. Let's move. Let's move. I'm not gonna entertain that. Carvalho deserved it for me, but Rodri deserved more than Vinicius in my opinion. Okay, I don't understand what it's done. I don't rate Rodri very highly, to be honest. So my team of the year 4-2-3 on Martinez, Koundé, Saliba, Rudiger, DeMarco, Fabian Ruiz, Yamal, Palmer, Vinicius Junior, Haaland. Eddie, can we do a poll to see who should have won the award? I think I already did early in the stream.
I mean,
I should look through the
if we do a YouTube Ballon d'Or, we all know who will win it. Not
I'll probably
Albert.
do one. I'll probably do one of the community tab for you guys. Rodri, Fabian Ruiz. There's some fans who are saying Rodri isn't that good, or the same guys saying City won't do anything this season because I know Rodri. Yeah, I gotta go, man. Peace. That's the they want. They won't win anything without KDB. He's City's best player. And this is also the problem is that a lot of people are hypocrites. That's also another thing. There's hypocrite also. Spain won the Euros with Rodri in the no. Rodri came off at halftime, Mats. I think you mean to say without. If we're being honest, Spain doesn't even deserve to win the Euros for the handball against Germany.
Oh
yeah,
my
that's also
days.
true. Yeah, that's also
I'm
true.
not gonna speak about that, by the way.
Yeah. Let's not. Personally, Carvalho more consistent than Vinicius.
Facts.
Albert Bingo. Haaland is definitely in the top 3. What are you talking about? Can we all agree with the top 3? Nah, I don't think Haaland's top 3, man. I'm sorry.
No, my top 3 is Carvajal, Vini, and Lautaro.
For me, like now, last season, yes. You could definitely put Haaland, but for me, I'm sorry, this year, no, I don't. So, yeah, but that yeah, it is what it is. I'm telling you, they moved the goalpost for Rodri. I think it's cool. Madrid didn't go; they got ganged up on. I don't like it either, but earlier, but I get it. So, there isn't even the only individual award. There's FIFA best player in the other awards. But the point I'm trying to make here, Mass, is that people care about the individual awards too much. That's the problem. People care about the individual awards too much. When the reality is, team trophies are more important. Even Messi himself said it that I the team trophies are more important to me, and he even said I'd rather win the World Cup than Ballon d'Or. So Vinny moving like the GOAT, not being in attendance from other organizations. Nothing wrong with Kane in the top 10, but Foden should be higher than Wards. No, we're not saying Kane in the top 10 is undeserved. We're just saying that Kane can't be ranked above Wards. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, Wards has been better. Wards was better than Kane last season. So, and I would say, yeah, and Wards was better than Foden as well. Foden went 0-0-7. That's something. Watch all these Roger arm rumors die now. Perez in no way signs Rodri, especially with the guys in the locker room. Yeah, if Florentino Perez will not allow that. Dubai door.
I still think they will sign him. Honestly, I still think they will sign him.
Yeah, there's no room for Rodri in my starting 11. Not even the bench. Another robbery. Low Mayor, I say the same thing. Vinny should go to Saudi because football's cooked. I dare Paris play with his idol. And Bob River loves hard because he scored a hat trick in the World Cup final. The Ballon d'Or is very inconsistent. Yeah, very. I shouldn't have Carvalho won it. He won so many trophies and 7 goals, 6 assists. Defender is good.
7 goals. That's mad. 7 goals as a right back.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's the same nationality as Rodri. Like the video, guys. Cruz over Rodri, to be honest. Yeah, that isn't a far fetch. Cruz was amazing too. Coach Albert. Anthony's very crazy. The thing is, Rodri may not be the best for Man City. Okay. Okay. The thing is, Rodri may not be the best for Man City, but he's the most consistent. Yeah, you could probably say that, I suppose. KDB clears that fraud. Now there should be only one trophy. If Yasha can win the Ballon d'Or, this can too. Why is bro bringing up dinosaur era? Respect Yasha, man. How did Tina Emi Martinez went back to back? Well, Tina, man, Barca won the Women's Champions League, I believe. So, not really surprised. And she also won the Euros as well. Sorry, the World Cup.
Why do they have a women's Ballon d'Or, man?
Hey, respect, man. Respect the ladies, man. Respect it.
Yeah, I do, bro. This is what PSG said, and I'm actually agreeing for once with that bastard.
No. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
No.
Okay, Emi Martinez. Okay, please don't. Please don't. Emi Martinez wins the Yashin Trophy. Makes sense. I would agree with that. We won the Copa America. Got Aston Villa Champions League. So, yeah, I think that's fair. That's what I was saying. AD was Spain with Rodri. I was very good. Oh no. Anyways, congrats to Rodri for first Ballon d'Or. It's out of 2024 since 1940. Is it? Well, midfielder. Kane carried Bayern Munich. I remember, lol, my wishes come true. The thing is, you're saying team awards are better, but using the World Cup as an example. You can't really compare the World Cup to any other trophy. Yeah, that's true. I was never fully on the Vinny winning the Ballon d'Or hype train. The thing is, Carvalho has to put in performance, like kind of our VVD. How many elite CDMs do you know with 20 goal contributions? Yeah, that's true. He's probably one of a kind. But my problem with this thing is that you can't be using goals and assists as a way to measure who's the best DM. I just don't like that. That doesn't make any. That's stupid in my opinion. So, but yeah, Rodri winning Ballon d'Or on crutches. Brian Barca always says the team wins trophies. Never heard a guy said Bonmita won the World Cup last year, not this year. That's true. I can compare the World Cup to a couple of different trophies actually. All right, we've been here around an hour and 5 minutes.
Albert, you're just trolling, man. How do you not rate the World Cup? Obviously,
Okay,
Peru
guys.
don't qualify, so that's why.
Okay, guys. Let's look at the other trophies real quick for like around 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce, man. We're gonna bounce because we've been here for around an hour. So I need to take a break, man. So Ballon d'Or feminine, of course, Atina Bonmita won it. Congratulations to her. Round of applause. And yeah.
No Swedish player. No Swedish player. Are you kidding me? Nah. This is probably why I don't like that award, because there's no Swedish players. Like,
okay, moving on. Copa Trophy, Lamine Yamal. I think this is very much deserved.
Nah,
very much deserved.
How is Garnacho and Mainu above Joao Neves? I love Joao Neves. Next year we're coming for it, Joao. You're winning.
Okay, but we only care about the first place thing. Okay, so can we all agree Yamal won it?
Have some shame. Have some shame, please.
Okay. Yashin Trophy, Emi Martinez. Wait, Unai Simon was second?
Okay.
Wow. Third,
Costa.
Luna is a good shout, actually.
Marmadashvili 7th. Who is that guy? Yeah. Who's the 9th? Who is that?
That's the South Africa goalkeeper and the AFCON, man. Oh. Dude, he was amazing AFCON. Don't hate, man. Don't hate.
Oh, okay.
Gerd Muller Trophy. Harry Kane and Mbappe wins it. Congratulations to them.
Boobies. Joker is winning it this year. We'll be there.
Respect Mbappe, man. Respect our World Cup winner. But anyways, moving on. We got 52 goals. Socrates Award. Jenny Hermoso won it, so congratulations to her.
Okay.
All right, and then for the men's club of the year, of course,
this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting.
Come
How
on.
did Leverkusen should have won it?
No, Real Madrid.
Why? Why not Leverkusen?
Okay, guys, let's move. Women's club of the year, Barcelona. The men's coach of the year, Carlo Ancelotti. Women's coach of the year, Emma Hayes. And yeah, those are all.
Honestly, awards. I would have gone for either De La Fuente or Xavi Alonso.
I mean, it makes sense. They had to give Madrid the Champions League stuff, so yeah, makes sense indeed.
Oh, an English manager won Coach of the Year for women. That's nice.
Yeah. All right, so let me
2026, I'll be there. Isak top 3, Jokin is top 3. I'll be there. Bring me that Ballon d'Or.
We're at 16 likes. We're at 16 likes, guys. Let's get up to 20 likes, guys. Can we get up to 20 likes? That'd be nice if we could get up to 20 likes.
You know what? Right. Next year, Ronaldo. We're coming for that Ballon d'Or, baby. We're coming. So,
all right.
Just to hype up Albert.
All right. I could compare the World Cup to a couple of different trophies, actually. I don't rate the World Cup. Okay, stop capping, Albert. Bonmita is my favorite Barca player ever, probably because YPP wanted. I'm capping, guys. Yes, let it go. Albert's a troller. Yamal would have been higher than Ballon d'Or. Barca won the Champions League. You know, this is actually a good point. But the thing is,
if Barca wins the treble, which I'm predicting right now, Yamal wins Ballon d'Or 2025.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
If he does that, Matt, how dare you talk about that about my star boy Joao Neves? How dare you?
It's probably because he played for Benfica.
We are coming for that Copa Trophy next year. Joao Neves, we're coming for it. We are coming for it. Vitinha Ballon d'Or will be there.
Okay, let's move. Ballon d'Or ranking without Messi. Someone's weird. That's actually interesting. Both of them did not get nominated. Both of them didn't get nominated.
Watch Messi wins it next year by like a Fugazi tournament.
Yeah, I'm all clear, man. I will
Facts.
never let it go, Tari, sadly. It haunts me. Loon and clear those two frauds. Hey, come on, man.
Exactly. Cook.
I mean,
And
you can make
Martin's the
argument for
fraud,
Loon.
man. Fucking rat, man. I fucking hate that guy. Oh.
Vinny Jr. is robbed, and that's why he's not the Ballon d'Or. And same with Jude Bellingham and all
I
Real
mean,
Madrid players.
if I rather have Pookie winning the Ballon d'Or than Rodri and Bellingham and Mbappe. So.
Yeah. How's Mike not even top 5? Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. But
Oi. Matt, have some shame. He's better than Diogo Costa. Hold that.
Okay, I'm not sure if I agree with that. How did Leverkusen not get nominated? No, they got nominated. It's just that Real Madrid won.
This Real Madrid, like, I know Florentino Perez gave money so they could win this Club of the Year.
All right.
You know what? Club of the Year 2025. Call. I'm coming for it. Yeah.
Okay. How did Leverkusen goalkeeper not get nominated? Next year, Messi, Cristiano will come back if they're nominated the Ballon d'Or. I doubt it. They're not going to get nominated anytime soon. Leverkusen only lost game we didn't play. It's a shame I have to mute this. But Vinny didn't fully deserve the Ballon d'Or. That's true. Like I said earlier, man. Vinicius, as much as I personally wanted him to win, he's not 100% worthy. Vinny, my boy. They even robbed Vinny by giving Rodri 91 rating FIFA.
Oh my days. We're putting FIFA stats now? Nice.
What did Vinny do in the Copa America? Are we forgetting the rest tournaments are also important too? It's not like he did nothing, man. He still scored 2 goals against Paraguay. Here we go again.
The problem I have with Real Madrid getting the Club of the Year, like, I hate Real Madrid, but this is the problem. But Leverkusen.
Just say you hate them, man.
Yes, I do, but Leverkusen literally deserve this.
I'm telling you, man. Real Madrid. I'm telling you, man. Whenever you win the Champions League, you win the Club of the Year. That's how it works.
Who went unbeatable in the league? Real Madrid
I'm sorry, Sebastian. That's the rules. That's the rules, man. Just you have to live with that, man.
Why the fuck is Girona in here?
Respect Girona, man. Respect
Football
Girona.
is cooked,
Cobra was a cup goalkeeper. Cobra was a cup goalkeeper. While Rodri was a league goalkeeper. Rodri deserved this. Sorry, Spain still owes Germany a penalty. Alonso should have won the manager award. Albert Cook. Neither Magnar or Costa is their top 5.
Okay, Matt, who is your top 5 then?
Okay, does any keeper make the top 5 nomination? I think it was someone per player. Redzeki went unbeaten. Yeah. No, but that's in the league, though. This league. All right, we're going to wrap it up here, man. An hour and 12 minutes. It's been a pretty long stream. So I hope you guys did enjoy.
Next year, 2025, I'm going to see Colo-Colo in that list. Winning it. We'll be there.
Last comment from Prime Barca. Oh, heck no. Real Madrid won La Liga and Champions League. As much as I don't like them, how can you say you don't deserve Club of the Year? Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Sebastian. I feel like you're reading me.
Didn't Leverkusen go unbeaten?
Ah, my jeez.
I mean, let's be honest. Didn't they go unbeaten? For like, it literally was the first time, I believe, in Germany someone went unbeaten.
Okay, if they had won the Champions League, then I would say yes.
What if they won the Europa League?
I'm sorry, Europa League and Champions are not comparable. Europa League Champions are not comparable.
I know, but what if they went unbeaten in that?
I still think Real Madrid would have won it.
Okay.
Leverkusen finished 3rd place Club of the Year, but they should have won it because it's unbeaten from Bundesliga. Magnan didn't do anything out of the ordinary of the Euros. Liba and Theo were the main reason for France not consuming because they enforced many shots. Magnan didn't save a penalty. All right, Kobo was 10th in the award while being the best goalkeeper in UCL. Vinny, we're going to get it next time. If you win the Treble or Champions League, you should win Club of the Year. Magnan is overrated. Some of the rankings are a disgrace. Keep cooking. Magnan was mid last
he was bad. He was bad, but he's not overrated.
Maybe to some degree. To some degree, I think he's a little bit. Magnus too injury prone. Leverkusen went unbeaten all comps, only one loss of final Europa. Yes, Alchemist. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Stream. And we're guys to check out my YouTube short. I did a YouTube short earlier today, guys. You could check it out before this. And like I said, man, let me just reiterate here. Congratulations to Rodri for winning this year's Ballon d'Or. Would I personally have given it to Rodri? Personally, no. I would have given it to Vinicius, but I can understand Rodri getting it. And Sebastian, I think you're the same with me, right?
Yeah. I mean, Pookie, you say overrated, but your club employ a guy called Kylian Mbappe. Just saying.
Respect Mbappe, man. Respect
I'm
the
not
look.
respecting a rat. I'm not this. I'm not
I'm
respecting
telling you,
a
man.
rat.
He's a World Cup winner at age 19, man.
Oh my God. Here we go. Isak is a World Cup winner in the future. Let me say that.
Well, that's it.
In
Respect
20, you know what? 2026, Isak Ballon d'Or will be there.
Okay. Let's see if Sweden
Colo is
qualifies.
not. Pookie, you absolute fraud. Pookie, you're a fraud. Don't ever call overrated. Don't you dare. Next year,
Okay.
you see this Club of the Year, 2025, when Colo wins four trophies, I will see there. The winner is Colo.
Yeah. Almost comparing to UCL to unbeaten in Germany. They lost silence to Real Madrid, didn't it? Mbappe's Farmers World Cup. Lol. Peace.
Bro,
Go.
Kylian Mbappe. This is why his name is Kylian Mbappe.
Okay, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.